friends, I am Shiribano from TutorCabin Private Limited. Today in this lecture we study about the ecosystem. This is the part first, chapter number 14. Ecosystem and its types and component. Ecosystem. First of all, ecosystem. What is the ecosystem? Ecological plus biotic and abiotic factors are interact themselves as well as other and form the system. It is called as ecosystem. An ecosystem can be visualized as a functional unit of nature. It is visualized as a functional unit of nature because perform the several function. That's why it is known as a functional unit of nature, where living organisms interact among themselves. All the living organism among all of them, they interact themselves as well as and also with the surrounding physical environment which is present of the organisms. Clear? Ecosystem varies greatly in size from a small pond. It is varies. It means their ecosystem may be large, may be small, may be too large and too small. Nano ecosystem, macro ecosystem and meso ecosystem. Depend their size. Clear? Ecosystem. The term ecosystem was proposed by the Chancellor in 1935. He defined it as the system that is formed by the integration of biotic community and its physical environment. First of all, the term ecosystem was translated in 1935. It is a main important thing who proposed term of ecosystem. So translate in 1935 proposed the term ecosystem. He defined it as the system. It is a system that formed by the integration of biotic community. Integration of biotic community formed by the system called as ecosystem and its physical environment. It means, for example, organisms are living in forest. Forest have some plants, some insects, birds. There are so many different species of organisms animals are present in the forest, as well as plant species. Different types of varieties of plants are present, as well as some abiotic factors, some producer and consumer as well as decomposer insects also present. Arthropods are also present, and some bacteria, fungi are present in the forest. It is known as a decomposer, and these organisms plus some animal plus herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous plus autotrophic organism like plant and some abiotic factor like rocks, sunlight, water, air, mineral are formed the system. It is called as an ecosystem. Both are dependent on other as well as they produce our energy by own. They form the system called as ecosystem. Okay. There are two types of ecosystem. First is a natural ecosystem and the artificial ecosystem. Natural ecosystem are those ecosystems which are formed by nature and men are not interfere to maintain and manipulate this system. So that as these ecosystems are capable of operating and maintaining themselves without any major interference. It means humans are not involved to manipulate it or maintain it majorly. Clear? So these ecosystems are formed by nature. Nature decides to who is present and what things are present in the ecosystem. So it is totally nature's ecosystem. It is known as a natural ecosystem because made by nature. Clear? So that's why nature is able to operate this ecosystem as well as maintain their ecosystem. These ecosystems are capable of operating and maintaining themselves. Organism is eligible to maintain and this system is maintained by themselves. No any man-made resource are used to maintain this ecosystem. Any major interference by human. But quite some human resources are used for the maintaining of this ecosystem. These are further divided as terrestrial, aquatic. Terrestrial is known as a land ecosystem. Those organism and biotic factor which is present on the land and form the system, it is called as terrestrial ecosystem. Forest, grassland, desert, etc. Forest have some animals plus biotic factor, plant species, etc. forms system, it is called as ecosystem. As well as grass is a pet organism, grassland, grass insect, decomposer, producer, as well as consumer. All the cattle are developed on the grasses, developed by the grasses, because they are depend on the grasses, because they are consumer. Clear? So they form the system, plus as well as water present, but abiotic factors are present and form the system, it is called as ecosystem. As well as aquatic, freshwater ecosystem and marine ecosystem. Freshwater ecosystem also divide into two parts. First is freshwater ecosystem and marine ecosystem. Freshwater ecosystem are those ecosystem which are formed by fresh water, which is formed by the raining water. Rainy water, it means pond, lake and river. These water are soft, their low mineral level, and the organism are those are present are freshly in it. There so minute organism are formed. So pond, lake and river, these are not salted. The water is soft water are present in it, because they are formed by the rainy water. Marine water is also formed by rainy, but those rivers are come to the and fall in the ocean, and ocean composition of water is too hard, that's why it's a hard water. There are so mineral content are present in, there are so many lots of animal species, aquatic animal species, aquatic plant species, water, rock, and so many things are present in the aquatic, these are ocean. This is known as a marine ecosystem. Artificial ecosystem are those ecosystem which is maintained and manipulated by human being for different purpose. So there are the maintained and manipulated by the human being for different purpose. Human are, according to their need, according to their requirement, they form the ecosystem, because they want some reserving the animals, they want some production, that's why they form ecosystem. They form artificial system, it is known as ecosystem. Artificial system are, or man-made system, have little diversity, because they are not take much more diversity, they take only little diversity and form the ecosystem there according to their requirement, according to their need. Little recycling of minerals, okay, they selected are only those organisms, they recycle the mineral, they help to recycling the mineral, as well as no self-regulatory mechanism. Example is cropland, artificial lake, reservoir, township, etc. The example of township is more better, because in the township there are so many cattle, pet animals, grasses, plant, biotic factor, abiotic factor are present, as well as human being are present and form the system, it is called as a eco. Bird is also present to form the ecosystem. Ecosystem are mainly two major components. First is a abiotic and second is a biotic factor. Both abiotic and biotic, both factor is important to form the ecosystem. Why it is important? So seed, plant, birds, animal like wolf, lion, fox, okay, human, fungi, bacteria, clear, some rocks, sunlight, clear, water, land, soil, minerals like calcium, cobalt, nickel, copper, molybdenum, magnesium, manganese, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus. Okay, so the plant utilize these mineral and form the plant. Clear? Birds depend on the plant as well as insect. Clear? Animal, these animal eat these fox, lion eat fox, lion eat wolf. Okay, human being depend as well as these. So the herbivorous are depend on the producer and carnivorous depend on herbivorous animal. So in this way, these are the sunlight, present air, soil, water, minerals, okay, rocks, and these are as well as animal. Clear? Different species of animal, different species of plant form the ecosystem, and these are the abiotic factors: sun, air, land. Clear? Minerals, water, rock. These are the abiotic factor and the biotic factor, and these are the biotic factor. Biotic factor include producer, consumer and decomposer. Clear? This is a producer, this is a consumer and this is a decomposer. Clear? So these form the biotic factor and these remaining form the abiotic factor. The main components of ecosystem is biotic as well as abiotic factor. These both are present and form the ecosystem. Clear, friends? So in this way, this is the definition of ecosystem. Who coined the term of ecosystem, proposed the term of ecosystem? Thanksley in 1935. And there are two types of ecosystem: natural. Natural is also divided in two types: terrestrial as well as aquatic ecosystem. Those ecosystem present on the land, there is an aquatic ecosystem. Those are present in the water, there is a right. So the terrestrial ecosystem present, those present on the land is known as a terrestrial. Those present on the water is known as aquatic ecosystem. Those are made up by the human being for their different purpose. It's called as artificial ecosystem. And the two main component of ecosystem are from the system. It is called as a abiotic or biotic component. So friend, please note it down all the important points. Hope you understand well in this lecture and it is easy to understand the concept of ecosystem. If you have any query, please ask me. Thank you.